I'm the director of the Dunedin Multidisciplinary Health and Development Study, which has been running for 45 years, and arguably it's one of the most detailed studies of human development ever undertaken. So we're assessing, as people age, all aspects of their life to try and figure out why people's life trajectories sometimes go wrong and how we might intervene to make things better for people. So there's a whole bunch of important outcomes that seem to relate to different levels of this thing called self-control, which describes the ability to control strong emotions in the service of setting goals and working towards achievement of those goals. And what our research project has shown is that if you have high levels of this skill set when you're a child, your chances of doing better in life are significantly enhanced. There's a lovely phrase from Jim Heckman, the Nobel laureate: skill begets skill. So you keep building on previous achievements. We will need, in a digital age, the ability to communicate effectively with others, to work in teams, to know when to lead, to know when to follow. These are fine-grained social judgments. And if you can identify those that are falling behind or lacking a bit, the good news is you can do something about it. You can intervene. This is not to say, and I think this is a concern people might have, that effectively what you're doing is just making the school starting age much, much earlier, and kids are being robbed of a childhood. Children should have a childhood. It's a wonderful time. The emphasis is not on numeracy and literacy at age 3, it's on developing these core capacities for emotion regulation, which then predict social emotional development. That's why it's so very, very important. And that's where I see the education system coming to the fore. Education can pose questions that science can then begin to turn its attention to. So they need to work hand in glove more than they have before. The educational system's role now is to create a number of contexts from early years to later years in which young people can learn and acquire and strengthen just these types of skills. And this is where NIE is superbly positioned to do just that sort of work. Teachers are in a privileged position, and deservedly so, a wonderful professional group who love children. It may sound unusual for a scientist to be talking about love so unashamedly. I don't care. Love is critical. They bring that love to the school, and then they need to channel it in a way that they know will make a real difference. Really what I'm most impressed by is the National Institute of Education's mandate to have a big picture view across the whole nation in terms of what's going on at multiple levels. There is real energy and excitement, I think, within NIE and its attempts to advance the educational system for the benefit of children. I mean, it really is quite a gem, and I'm not sure that Singaporeans understand just how special it is. I take my hat off to you all.